we're back. This is P. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest unboxing and review videos. Today we have a special unboxing. Shout out to the Sneakerholic for letting me hold on to these to give you guys my first impressions, especially if you haven't already saw them yet. This is going to be a Nike and Jordan brand collaboration with Awake. So yeah, I'm real eager to see these. I haven't even taken a peek at them yet as far as in hand. But yeah, make sure that you have your notification bell. Go ahead and click it so you'll have an alert on your smart devices whenever we upload new content, which is often, whether it's sneakers, which is footwear, athletic shoes, clothing and apparel, accessories, fragrances, supplements, and electronics, and anything else in between that we pick up. We try to bring it for you guys to view. So hopefully we'll enjoy the experience together on this one. But first, we have some releases. Today is your typical traditional release date for sneakers, and we're talking about Nike and Jordan brand. However, other brands release on Saturdays too. But today is going to be the Jordan 4 Cave Stone, aka the poor man's Travis Scott's. So comment below how you feel about those. Are you going in store to pick up right at the release time, or are you going to wait a while and see? Or do you have the pre-orders in? You're ahead of the game. Exclusive access, store pickup, or ship to me. Store pickup means you can throw them on foot as soon as you get outside the store, or even in the store if necessary. Ship to me locks in unless your order is canceled for whatever reason. Usually that happens when something is very limited. And I feel like that these will be easy to access, but we'll see how it goes. That's my prediction. We'll see how the day unfolds or the next few days as far as restocks. It's a clean, neutral earth tone colorway with some hits of black. Great for autumn. I do have a pair on the way, so we'll get that content for you guys as soon as possible. And previously this week I called L's on all the Supreme releases with the Nike SB Dunks. Comment below if you was able to secure a pair of those. And I did catch a restock on the Nike SB, the Nike Jordan 4 SB Navy, which I've already reviewed, but we have another pair coming that's expected to be delivered soon. So yeah, the market's a little bit low on those, so keep your eyes open if you're going, because you can't just access them for retail regardless, unless it's another restock and you get lucky. And they was above 300 at one point, close to 400 with the initial release earlier this year. It's the second sort of general release since a few years ago with the Pine Green, I think 2 years ago, which the prices on those have decreased slightly. And then of course it was the Friends and Family with the red colorway. But we'll see if it's any more releases. Let's go ahead and check out this release. And speaking of Jordan 5s, I think now some retailers, well, especially after tomorrow, Sunday, after 10 o'clock, you'll be able to enter for the Jordan 5 Fire Red Black Tongue, which is an OG colorway. We'll see how that one goes. I definitely got to try to get my hands on a pair, or maybe a couple of those as well. But Jordan 5, a model that was originally released in 1990 by Michael Jordan. And this is the first collaboration with the Jordan 5 and Awake. This is the second colorway for this release. Here's your box in black with your Jumpman. That's Michael Jordan's image in red. And Awake, New York, NY right here. And yeah, I tried to enter for this pair last Saturday, called an L. I mean, I really tried. I was washing my vehicle, and I was getting prompts that my submission failed, and then eventually I did get confirmation that unfortunately I wasn't selected as usual. But shout out to the Sneakerholic. He didn't even really mention that he was entering for these, and he said, "Yo, man, I got something for you that you might want to review," and I had no idea what it was, so I haven't even opened the box yet. And yeah, so all right, and you have some different graphics. So you have Awake with the swoosh right here, which is neat for your collection. You have New York wrapping around, Jordan upside down, and in the middle, Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. You have the Barrows. Shout out to everyone from the state of New York. And Air Jordan 5 Retro. And this is a size 11, so my size is 9.5 or 10 at the most. And we'll do a size comparison with a size 10 of something that released earlier this year, just to see which one hits. Black and Racer Blue. Racer Blue is the colorway for this one. And that's on the content label. And usually the Racer Blue is going to be similar to a Royal Blue. Oh snap, let's see what this is. Oh, you got some stickers. Nice. So you can represent. And sometimes, I mean, you know, individuals, sneakerheads, people, even if you're not from New York, I mean, you may have family, maybe you've been there, you know, for a vacation or a tour or something like that. You know, it's just a vibe. Hip-hop, sneakers, the Mecca. So this is real neat to be included. I think the price point of these was maybe $225 plus tax and shipping. So here's the paper. Then you have, yeah, just the black of the lid. When you flip it up. Then these are individually wrapped. So let's pretend like it's Christmas, which isn't too far-fetched. It's still summer for the next few weeks. But we'll be entering autumn and the holiday season soon. Oh, this is crazy. 2 sets of laces, Racer Blue and white for your lace swap, your hang tag. Epic moments. All right, we'll set this one right here. This is the left side, the left shoe, the left sneaker. And we're talking about Michael Jordan, if you don't know. The GOAT, the greatest of all time. Now, this has some OG aesthetics, but once again, this is a brand new colorway in collaboration with Jordan in the Jordan 5, so obviously he never wore this on the court back in 1990. I'm sure his team, obviously, with Jordan Brand, has presented these to him and he saw images, but this is crazy. Man, I wish I could have been selected for these. So as I mentioned, this is the second colorway. So the first one was Arctic Pink, which I entered for through Awake. I'm like, man, some of these new companies, I still don't even get a shot. I don't know if Nike blacklisted me from being selected with a lot of these collabs and limited releases. But, however, super crispy, first impression. We'll start from the outsole. Now, if you're new to the sneaker world, the sneaker culture, and this language we're speaking, Michael Jordan started his college career at the University of North Carolina. All right, so that's white, Carolina blue, the Tar Heels, and he secured a championship in 1982. Later, he was drafted to the NBA with the Chicago Bulls 1984-1985 season. And of course, he had different brands. They tried to snatch him up, but Nike convinced him and his family. Check out the movie Air if you want a history of how Nike acquired, Michael Jordan, the endorsement deal, and what we've seen decades later, like if not slightly over 40 years later, we're still seeing releases, collabs, retros of the Jordans, along with a new model each year, regardless. So you had the Jordan 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 in 1990, and so forth and so on. And it's always colorways that, correspond or mimic the team colors, which is the Bulls, white, black, and red. But sometimes you get twists and turns, and people are, different designers want to be creative. And it's many colorways, so it's many options, especially if you can catch the release on release date, or even if you have to pay a little bit extra. As I mentioned, these are, as far as pricing, I think $225 plus tax plus shipping. If you're secured through Nike, you're a Nike member, you only have to pay the taxes. But now we're talking resale, which is, yesterday when I checked COTX and GOAT, it was right around 400 and some change. So that's taxes, shipping, process fee. And these may go down, they may lower or decrease in price soon, but anyway, super fire, outsold once again. Let's rewind. We got the icy heel, which is always a nice touch, especially with this blue aesthetic. So you have the herringbone traction on the heel, Nike in the arch area, which is flat, and then you have the Awake and the Jumpman in the racer blue, sort of more like a royal blue or sport blue, but racer blue makes it sound fun. And what pops the most is above the midsole, where the screen normally is clear. It's going to be the A, capital A, almost sort of cursive, and then it's wrapped in black. So the A is definitely popping on the side. You got a hit of New York stitched on the heel, where you would normally see like the 25, which we're going to see on the fire red and black tons, which are releasing soon this month. On the heel, you have Nike Air, which is embroidered. And I like that touch because one of my first Nikes was like a Nike Force, and it was black. And I think it was embroidered in blue. It was either red or blue, or hits of both. So it's always good to get that Nike branding on the heel. The medial side is going to have the same, and the quarter panel with that A that definitely pops. Other than that, you're going to get full grain leather upper in black with the white stitching outline. It's your white piping that pops throughout every corner, every crease, every area. As far as its leather quality, it's not super soft like the 2015 Shatter Backboard leather, but it does have a tumbleness to it, or at least design and texture. But from your midsole, you have the ice, the shark fins, the shark teeth, and racer blue with a little speckle in it. And then you have your visible air unit, which is just clear. We could have done it with a blue tint, but that's one thing about the Jordan 5s. Has the visible air unit. All Jordans are Air Jordans and have a Trey John is on the beat, by the way. Has a air unit in the heel, but they started becoming visible with the Jordan 3, which is some collectors' grail. The 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s all have this visible air unit in the heel. hang tag, Nike swoosh, and it has the Awake NC. Your lace lock is in racer blue. And you have the tongue is clear with that same sort of screen material. And part of this design with this screen in the middle was to try to make the sneaker lightweight, ergonomic on the court, because this is a performance sneaker at the highest level, especially during that era of professional basketball. And you know, with Jordans, it's either on the court or casual wear. The tongue, I think this is going to be 3M material as usual. Feels like it, with gray. And you have Awake on the tongue with the Jumpman logo embroidered, which means stitched, in blue. Behind the tongue, racer blue. And we have our Awake NY upside down instead of Air Jordan. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened. Oh, the hang tag. Yeah, let's go. Hey, by the way though, if this is a shoe that you feel like is something that you would like to obtain, keep in mind, you do have your options as I mentioned. Just gonna have to spend a little bit more, and maybe a sneaker boutique if available, and hopefully in the size. And hopefully somewhere local, maybe it's a family or friend's business, or someone you've been, shopping with for a period of time and built a relationship. Who knows, they may skin a little bit off the price. If not, your options are going to be online with GOAT, KiakX, Stadium Goods, Flight Club, and eBay, and maybe a few other choices as well. Now, as far as the lace swap, I like the black. I don't know how the white would hit with these. The racer blue would definitely probably be the option, in my opinion, for the lace swap. Because, this is a little tight lacing, stock lacing anyway. So if you want to loosen it up a little bit to give it some width. The interior, the sock liner is black. And your insole is going to have Nike Awake NY in blue in the footbed on the heel area. You may not can see it because it's super dark. Alright. Yeah, I knew it was going to do this. So on the left shoe, you're going to have Air Jordan behind the tongue. Alright, this is a size 11. So that's why it seems like it's a little bit different for me to maneuver in hand. Alright, so what we all been waiting for is a versus battle. Why not take an OG collab with Awake and compare it to the original that this was inspired by, which is the 2025 release of the Jordan 5 Black Metallic. And even this is the remastered. So, box is similar, size 10, flip up lid. And we'll just break out one side. These have included the black laces for your lace swap to try to make it more original. They just did some things with this different than the OG, just for it to pop more, like a little bit more
P.oastman.
The white outlining the layers of this new buck material to make it pop more. And the Nike Air on the heel is not stitched. It's almost like, I don't know if it's embossed or this is like just a different, more like plastic material. So hopefully that doesn't peel off over time. Hopefully this sneaker ages well. But the overall design, fire, pepper, flames. I had 2 of these, and I'm holding on to one. The last time the Jordan 5 Black Metallic released in the OG form was in 2015. And I had several pairs of those, but I eventually sold all of them. But yeah. Alright, so you have a little protection card right here too for your tongue. And we already know what this is. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme intro for the show, for the series. And we're about to do this versus battle. 2025 Black Metallic Remastered. Which I'm going to go ahead and say, well, versus your limited collaboration with Awake, the Eraser Blue, leather upper, and it's cool and all. There's still size difference, so it's a full size difference. Your size 10 versus your size 11. The medial side, as you can see, has the hit of the Eraser Blue right here above the ice. And your metallic with the black metallic. Yeah. Alright, so this one gets a 10 as well as this one. Alright, on a standalone. But in comparison, in my opinion, I'm gonna still have to go with the black metallic. I don't know, it's just fire. And it's more versatile. Like, obviously you can wear this with anything, more so than if you're wearing red, yellow, black, orange. I mean, you can blue and red can go together. But this definitely fits well with black denim if you're wearing casually, and blue denim.
However,
black and white can't go wrong. And when I say sneaker of the year, of course we got the Jordan 4 Brick by Bricks. Of course we have this sacred white cement, which is one of my favorite sneakers of all time. But as for now, I'm gonna have to say this sneaker, it just seems like the white cement is still a little accessible versus this sneaker. And it just goes so hard. When I say hard, pause. This, I really like the visual, the weight of the sneaker. Neither one of these are gonna provide you with airflow and perforation anywhere in the sneaker. But there is a comfort level around the ankle. High top basketball sneaker, what can I say? Alright, so for me, comment below. What is your choice to get your hands on? The Awake or the black metallic? And that's going to conclude the video, basically. Any questions? Comment below. And we're off to the next. Let's go. Super clean. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Flat laces. Awake, NYC, New York. Shout out to all the boroughs that I mentioned. Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, and also the other parts of the city, Uptown, Manhattan, Harlem, Yonkers. What's the other ones? So many. Mount Vernon. Let's go.